There is someone who's saying, I am about to give up. I'm about to give up on my business. I'm about to give up on my marriage. I'm about to give up on my family. My family, I do everything for them, but they don't appreciate me. There is someone who's saying, man of God, I have gone to school. I've written my exams many times, but nothing is coming out of it. There is someone who's listening to me now, and who is saying, man of God, my life is just miserable. There is nothing coming out of it. Remember, David had a time when things were not making sense in his life, but he didn't give up on it. He kept the faith, and he kept his eyes on God, and he kept the faith. He kept himself focused on God. So he was busy fighting in the bush. He was only a boy. He was busy, shepherding some flocks there, some animals in the bush. Just think of it. David himself, he was just a boy. And now you are just running a small business, probably only selling, I don't know, maybe some 10 tomatoes that you're selling on your market, and you're saying, maybe I'm trying to force things that God has not meant for me. God is teaching you how to prepare for your future through the same business that you are running right now, and He wants to use that smaller business to teach you how to run the bigger one, because you cannot and you will not know how to manage a bigger one without knowing how to manage a smaller one. So you must go through the process, and you must accept that you are still in the process, just like David. And when the time for David to confront the Goliath of his life, when that time had now come, David was not afraid. Why? Because he had prepared in the bush. Remember, his brother went ahead and said, you boy, you are too small to fight this man. He is a professional fighter, and he has been trained to fight. But he himself knew that he was trained by God through the animals he was fighting in the bush. Remember, he would give his father reports. I'm fighting with lions in the bush. I'm fighting with this in the bush. But still they could send him back. The reason why your family does not feel pity for you is because they don't know why they are doing that. But they are being used by God to live in that situation, because people's pity can get you out of the position where God wants you to land. So you must allow God to teach you, and you must allow the lessons to come to your life. Stop expecting people to feel pity for you, and allow God to teach you through those situations. Begin to allow God to teach you through those situations. You may not have $1 today, but you're going to have $1 million tomorrow. You may not have $1 today, but 1,000 is coming your way. Begin to know how to manage $1. If you don't know how to manage $1, you will not know how to manage $1 million. And God is putting you through that process so that you may learn how to manage it. Let me tell you something. Great men who have been raised by God in life are people whose background do not favor their destinies. Imagine David, from being a boy who is busy shepherding some sheep, some flock in the bush, into the palace, becoming a king. Imagine Joseph was sold by his brothers. There was no visa, there was no paper, no education qualification, and he was sent to Egypt. Egypt straight. When he got to Egypt, he began to work in Potiphar's house, and he was even framed. As he was framed, he then went to prison. And in prison, look at this, in prison, he went to prison. And imagine someone you're watching me right now, and you may have left your nation to another nation, and you were forced by the situation. You didn't go there because you wanted to, but you were forced by the situation to go there. And you are listening to me now, and you're saying, Prophet, how can you be saying this? How can you be saying that? Someone, you're running a certain business, you're wanting to close business, you're wanting to a business that was better, but some people made you to shift from the business you were doing into another business, but you never planned to leave that business for another one. But it's God who made you to leave that, because He wanted you to learn some things. And now Joseph is there, he's not complaining. Now look at this. Joseph is staying in Potiphar's house, and Potiphar's wife comes to him and tries to seduce him. Look at this, because they say he was, Joseph was handsome. The word says Joseph was handsome, but still he was handsome, but he did not abuse his looks. Child of God, my brother, my sister, you're listening to me now. in that situation you are in right now. You may be in poverty, you may be in distress, you may be in disgrace, you may be in serious debt, but someone is offering you, come and do this to me, and I'm gonna give you the money that you want. Come to me, and I'll do this for you, and I'll sleep you with you, and I'll give you this money so that you can. Don't do that. Joseph didn't compromise to do wrong so that he could cover himself up. He stood for the right thing. He stood for the truth, and you must stand for the truth in that situation. And right now, you must make sure that you stand for the truth, so that you keep yourself focused on God, because God wants that situation to teach you. So don't be unfaithful with God in that bad situation. Be faithful with God. And now look at this. There are people in prison, and they've got their dreams. They want those dreams to be interpreted. Now, Joseph had not taken that was written, I'm a prophet, or I'm a dream interpreter. But now, God did a way of advertising what was on Joseph so that Joseph could go to the palace. So now he interpreted those dreams, and those people, they left him and they went back to where they were serving. Now he interpreted other people's lives, and they're moving. You may have helped other people's lives with ideas. Do this in your business, it's going to go well. Do this in your marriage, your husband is going to come back. Do this for your wife, and she's going to be a good person. But your life, you cannot fix it. And you're wondering, God, why? It's because God is busy preparing you. And now, look at this. From the prison to the palace, double P, from the prison to the palace. So God then takes, my God, look at this. God takes Joseph from the prison to the palace. Why? Because he was busy teaching the boy in the prison what he was going to do in the palace. And now he's made a governor. And as he's made a governor, now he is in the place where he's now applying the things that he learned. Poverty that he was going through, he has now taught him how to manage the position that has been given by God. No university qualification, no connection, no nothing. But God, when the time is right, he makes it happen. Listen to me, somebody. Your business might not be going well right now, but God is really interested in your business. Your marriage may be about to collapse right now, but God is going to save your marriage by the means that he wants to use. Your family may be going through attacks. No one is making it. All of you are struggling, but God is about to do something. Keep the faith. Keep on praying. Don't do wrong. Keep it right. Keep the faith. Keep yourself focused on God. God is about to do it. He has not changed the plan for your life. He has not changed the vision. And you should not change the plans for your life. Keep on believing God, and He is going to help you, to do it. And right now, I want you to believe God. Whatever that you've been doing that has not been going well, begin to believe God for it. It's going to go well. Every morning, I know you may be doing a job that is not paying you enough, that is not feeding you enough. Pray before you go to a God. I know this job is not paying me well, but I believe there is something better that you have prepared for me, God, and I'll align myself with that which you have said. Begin to believe God and live according to His word, and He's going to do it for you. Your story ends in the palace. Yes, your story ends in the palace. Your story ends in the palace. There are no two ways about it. You are meant for greatness. You are born for greatness. And believe God. God is going to do it for you. God bless you.